This is Lisa from LOVESEATMARRIAGE.com. You're listening to Holiday Intimacy. This time of year can be a tough time to maintain oneness with my spouse. There's far more running around to do. Time spent with extended family is increased, finances are decreased, and the children are home from school for many extra days that they normally aren't home. Not to mention the cold, the snow, and having less daylight hours, at least in our part of the country. This year, I am just learning to say thank you so much, but that's not going to work for our schedule. The holidays are a time of year where we tend to overextend ourselves. Our friends are having parties, our family expects us at our house sometime during the holiday season, and extra time is spent on baking and getting gifts ready. Greg and I are relocating our business over the Christmas break this year, and we are focusing on provision for our family and a smooth transition for our students. Taking this into consideration, we've decided that we will not take on any extra tasks or outings in the month of December. We decided to put each other and our family first by not spreading ourselves too thin. It is important to both of us to maintain our time of intimate growth, and I don't mean just sex, but that is usually a surefire way to de-stress and bond us to each other. We love our friends and family, and we know that they will understand our decisions during this transition. The holidays can also be a time of conflict. Some family conflicts never seem to go away, and the wounds get rubbed back open when you spend time together. There aren't many big conflicts in our family, but there are a few things that can get touchy. Greg and I try to draw near to each other during the holidays. Avoiding becoming enemies during this stressful time can be difficult. We have to be proactive about it. We have had great talks about what hurts us and what we don't appreciate, and we've tried to be shields and a comfort for each other if the situations arise. Helping each other keep a right heart during the holidays keeps us right with each other and ready to come to the aid of the other if necessary. When all else fails, a happy spouse can facilitate your comfort at a family get-together. God loves a peacemaker. When it comes to the gift giving, we try to keep it simple. We are not the Rockefellers. We have 4 children, so we try to maintain a reasonable budget during the holiday season. I am not a gifts person by the 5 love languages standard, so I don't put as much pressure on myself as someone who may have a gifts need to get the perfect gift or the perfect wrapping for each person on my list. I have even been known to go the gift card route. People love them and they get to pick out what they want. In the past, Christmas cards have been a stressor for me. Who should all get one? Feeling guilty about the people I missed that sent me one? Having them handwritten versus writing a letter? The list goes on and on. I've decided to turn this stress off this year. Due to our December schedule with relocating, I don't think I'll be sending out Christmas cards this year at all. Greg and I spend a lot of time together due to the schedule that we have been able to create for our lives and our family. But we get to have most of this time because our children are in public school, and they're all out of the door by 7:30 a.m. to leave for zero period or catch their buses. Over Christmas, one of our sons will be at his dad's house, but our other 3 children will be with us and not in school. This creates a lack of intimate privacy for us for 2 whole weeks. We try to make the best of this time by spending time with our children that we don't normally get to spend with them. We will be grateful they are home to help with the relocation of our business. More hands makes less work. Greg and I placed our bedroom in the basement of our home for a multitude of reasons. One being that we can create intimate alone time in our home by closing the basement door. I try to look at the holiday break with a positive attitude instead of a negative one to help myself cope with all of the time off from school and the extra care that the kids need. I know there are a lot of people out there that struggle with daycare issues during this time. It can really create a stressful situation. To those I say, prayer and patience. God can smooth your path. Our 4 children all know what it means when the basement door is closed. Do not disturb. Making sure we are not overcommitted, not spending too much money, protecting each other from family conflict, and providing fun for our kids during this time off from school. It can seem like a full-time job during this season, but it is always well worth it. It is more of a mindset, and if we work together, it usually seems to go pretty smoothly. Maintaining our together time is essential, and keeping our intimacy intact keeps us together instead of at each other. You can overcome anything with your spouse if you're together on it. Be proactive about not letting the holidays separate you. Sex is the glue that keeps us together, and in marriage, it is very important to have great sex to keep you connected. Sex is the best way to beat stress and connect with your spouse. My cure for holiday stress: sex. Let Greg and I know what you think by commenting at LOVESEATMARRIAGE.com. Also, follow us on Twitter to be kept up to date on new blog posts and fresh audio blogs as soon as we upload them. Find us at twitter.com/LVSTMRRG. Like us on Facebook by going to facebook.com/LoveSeatMarriage.